What's going on, comic book fam? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and I'm back for another episode of Bearded and Cole's Comic Book Cover Challenge. Let's go! It's been a couple months since we've done one of these. I had to take some time off from creating content here on YouTube, but I'm back, and I'm so excited to be doing another episode of the Comic Book Cover Challenge. Holy buckets, it's been so long. And gang, we're here in October, and we can't not do spooky covers. That's right, gang. We're talking about your spookiest, your creepiest, your horror comics, whatever you want. But this is the Spooky Cover Challenge. So we want to see your spookiest covers. What you think. It can be goofy spooky, it can be hardcore spooky, whatever. But with that being said, let's talk comics.
Better put the word out. Get ready for the nerd out. Better put specs on. Better break necks on. I cut handsome checks for my expansion sets. They call me Obi-Wan. Act like you know me, son. Snap.
Gang, as always, if you're making one of these videos, make sure you tag myself and Cole so we know that you did this, so we can go and watch it and add it to our playlist. And also, we want to give a quick shout out to you, the community, for participating in these videos, these challenges. Otherwise, it just looked really stupid. Me and Cole are sharing our favorite books every month. We love seeing the community do it as well. And apparently y'all do too, because we got nominated for one of the Comic Book Community Awards. That's right, it's halfway through voting process. We are on the tier of Best Collaborative Project for a tier from 100 subscribers to 999 subscribers. So gang, I'll have links in the description of this video where you can go vote for our show. There's a lot of cool collaborations. There's a lot of cool creators that do that. Even if you don't want to vote, just look at that list, and if you're not following these other content creators, go do it, because they make a lot of good stuff. But with that being said, let's get into the spooky books. Up first, we've got Nice House on the Lake, issue number 1. This cover is done by Alvaro Martinez Bueno, and this is such a creepy cover in my opinion. You're in a lake, you've got the skeletons and bones floating. It's just like, buckets, bro. Like, that's freaking creepy. Up next, we've got Space Riders, issue number 2. This is a Vortex of Darkness. This is a series by Black Mask. And the art is done by Alexis Zerit. Again, as always, I'm going to butcher the names, but apparently if you have skeletons or skulls on your cover, I go, ooh, that's spooky. I know it's not really creepy, and it's more just out there, which I really dig. The comic itself is really out there. It's this kind of cosmic, creepy, weird book. So if that's something you dig, check out Black Mask Comics and check out Space Riders for sure. Up next, we've got KILLADELPHIA, issue number 8. This is done by Jason Sean Alexander, and this is just such a really creepy cover. You got this, it looks like a river of blood. You've got the skeleton zombie kind of just popping out. You've got the guy who's on a boat of skeleton bones with then the boat master. I don't know what they're called, but man, Jason Sean Alexander's artwork in this series and these covers are so freaking creepy. Like, I will be shocked if I don't see more KILLADELPHIA on this challenge, but if, this isn't pressure. You pick what you want to pick. I'm just saying, like, this dude does some creepy stuff. Up next, we've got Alien, issue number 1. Gang, I feel like I couldn't do a horror movie, type of show without doing something like a Predator or an Alien or Jason Voorhees or what. I went with this cover of Alien. This is issue number 1. This is the first, I think, run on Marvel, and this is the In Huck Lee cover, and I just think it's beautiful. I didn't love this series, but man, the artwork on the aliens is fantastic. Cover does it, and the interior artworks on just the alien character, so good. I had to pick that and my spooky horror cover challenge. Up next, we've got Aquaman, issue number 2. This is from the New 52 run. This is the first cover appearance, I believe, of the Trench. Trench was in the Aquaman movie. Cover is done by Ivan Reyes, Joe Prada, and then Rod Reyes. And man, It's such a cool cover. Again, I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit, but like the trench here, like those creatures are weird. They're creepy. This cover with the teeth, like they look like freaking piranhas, but they're not. And I'm like, dude, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, ugh. And I thought they did a good job in the movie. So I wanted to throw some Aquaman love in there because, yeah, why not? Up next, we've got Basket Full of Heads, issue number 1. This cover is done by Rico Makaraki, and again, sorry for butchering names. This is from the Joe Hill Presents Hill House Comics line. I mean, come on, dude. You got the yellow hoodie, the raincoat on it. You've got the axe, little hatchet right there with the blood dripping, and you've got a basket full of heads, and you see the little eyeball creeping out there, just peeking. It's just peeking, seeing what's going on. Whew, man. This was a fun series too. If you didn't check out Basket Full of Heads, I highly recommend it. I actually haven't gotten to check out the sequel, which was Refrigerator Full of Heads, but man, that cover had to make it onto my spooky covers. Up next, we've got Batman issue 586. Let's go. It's called, this issue, Batman Dies. This is the Brewbreaker run. This is by Scott McDaniels. The cover is by Scott McDaniels. And, I mean, let's be, first and foremost, I can't do a cover challenge and not have Batman on it. And Batman with, you know, he's in the Batman's costume, but it's just a skeleton, and it looks like the Penguin umbrella is holding it up. It's like, man, that's spooky. Like, what's going on? Obviously, we know Batman doesn't die, but, I mean, spoiler alert, I assume he doesn't die, because they made 200 more issues in this series after this, but, you know, I love it, gang. I gotta have my Batman on there. Up next, we've got, gang, I couldn't leave off Hotel. Volume 2, this is issue 1. This is Karen Grant that did the cover. I know Dalbor Talik did the art, and written by John Lees. AWA, you know I'm a big fan. They got the clown laughing. You got the Puro Court on fire. Gang, this book is off the chain, spooky, weird, creepy. So I knew when I was doing the challenge, I was like, I got to look for a cover from this series. And, I mean, look at it. The fire. The clown. People are afraid of clowns. Especially, like, the fancy-looking clowns. And then they're on fire. Like, nah. Up next, we've got Justice League Dark, issue number 3. This is done by Alvaro Martinez Bueno, Rule Fernandez, and Brad Anderson. And Alvaro actually made the list earlier. Nice House on the Lake, Justice League Dark. I don't even know what's going on here with the Upside Down Man. I remember this series kind of was like, man, this is weird. And this is the first cover appearance of the Upside Down Man, who, like, kind of have his eyes, but kind of doesn't. And it's just like, bro, it's trippy. It's creepy. It's weird. It's spooky. Up next, we have Ice Cream Man, issue number 21. This is the variant B, the B cover. Andrea Sorrentino did this, and y'all, I'm not as big of an Ice Cream Man fan as other people are, but I've read some of these series, and some of them pop for me, others just don't. And this cover weirds me out, gang. I mean, you got the Ice Cream Man there, and he has his mouth, and then he has his eyes, but where his eyes are supposed to be, they're mouths, and that just does not sit well with me. It makes me in my stomach. So I was like, gang, I gotta have Ice Cream Man on this challenge. Let's go. And last but not least, I've got a collected edition. Cover art is done by David Romero. This is Razorblades by Image, and this collects issues 1 through 5 from the Razorblades horror magazine. James Tynan, Steve Fox are main contributors to this book. I had Scott Fox on my show earlier in the year, and he was telling me about this, and I was like, I gotta check it out. This is a big boy horror magazine, but you got the just distressed looking bed. You've got the girl like creepily sleeping there with then like the arm. Like, y'all, it's spooky. Like, I don't do horror real well, so like I'm gonna try and tap into this though this month to see like, but gang, it's spooky. So there you go. That is the Beard and Cole's comic cover challenge for October. Again, we want to see some of your spookiest covers. You can go as goofy spooky as you want or as hardcore spooky as you want. It's up to you. And make sure, again, check out the Comic Book Community Awards coming up here in December. You still have a month or two to vote, so if you're so inclined, go click that vote button. Vote for the Bearded and Coles comic cover challenge. Thanks again for all of you who nominated our challenge to be a part of the Comic Book Community Awards. That's awesome. And with that being said, hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.